Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, all appropriate ages, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Hope you're staying safe and healthy. So, Prime Resurgence, rotation number 10, the last rotation. Before we get into it, anyone that is here, now this rotation is going to cover everything from weeks 5, 6, 7, and 8.
After that sentient scum nearly killed me,
I did
never take anything for
5 and 6 inspections, but I didn't do 7 and 8, so we'll get into those after we look at what Valkyr has.
Always feels like meeting an old friend. Let's talk about the good stuff.
The good stuff, eh? So, with 5 and 6 you had... Now let's go with 7 and 8. So you got Saren Prime, Nikana and Spira, the Glyphs and Endo. With Valkyr you got the Valkyr Prime, the Glyphs, the Cernos and the Venka, and the Lisette Prime skin and the Saita suit for your operator. And then you got the bundle. Actually, let's... And then you've got, with week 8, Ember, with the Sicarus and the Glaive, and Frost, with his Gliss, the Latron, the Reaper, the Misa Prime Syndana, and a 10,000 Endo. Oh yeah, she also has the Higher Prime Syndana. And you got the whole bunch for 50,000 Endo, but you've got everything from weeks 5 to 8 here, so all the frames, all the weapons, and everything else that has been here every other week.
I barely remember the faces of the 7. But that black
and the relics.
Yaskutai who served our mess table.
The Lisette Prime skin, which is what I
Every little
use.
bead of her sweat stands out like a diamond in my mind.
We'll get into the side. Actually, we'll look at it here because... Oh no, we can look at it that way. We'll look at it in Captura. Because there's something I want to say. Now, I have these because it turns out I have brought accessory packs. I know I brought Renown packs, which are the PS4 exclusive Obsidian stuff, but I must have brought some other stuff because I've got the Pyro Prime and Misa Prime Syndana, and we shall look at those in Frost and Ember soon. I will not, unfortunately, be getting the Apis Syndana anytime soon, because I only have 3 IR left. I spent my 14 IR that I had previous to this on all the Axia 5 relics to unlock the Aqualto Prime, not the Aqualto Prime. Oh, what the hell was the name of it? Aquasto Prime. And I got it on the first try after
passed,
20 plus previous tries.
I miss the heft
So it was a waste of all that IR. Could have gone towards this.
Plasma.
But we've still got
I do
7
fighting
days.
Alongside. Good. Don't make me proud.
Anyway, weeks 7 and 8. Let's have a look. So you got Saren Prime. And if we do the stat comparison, as we have with everything else, the Prime variant has 75 more armor, 50 more energy, and 0.5 more sprint speed.
Tempting old war treasures on display.
That looks pretty nice. Got some nice healage going on here. We have the Spira Prime, or Spira Prime, which, if we go to the very bottom, there you are. So you've got throwing knives and you've got corkscrew.
Whatever Tenno and Dax may have.
Now let's have a look. It has 0.83 more fire rate, 2 more in the magazine, 0.2 less reload speed. It has 1 more on its crit multiplier and 6 more status chance and 22 more damage total. So a buff all in all. And plus I actually like the design.
After that sentient scum nearly killed me, I swore.
Then the Nikana Prime.
Granted. Not a
Now,
bet,
if we go
not a
to
win,
the Nikana.
not a guess.
Nope, I'm still on my weapons. More attack speed. More of everything except for puncture. It has less puncture, but a hell of a lot more slash. And more damage total. By, what is that, 56 more damage total? And,
Looking so fine. No wonder your Uncle Teshin's proud.
and it looks pretty solid. Digital Extremes, we want dual Nikanas now, please, by the way. Thank you very much. Now we'll go to Valkyr, who needs some love, let's be honest. Because arguably the best part of her kit is up for Subsume Helminth.
Tempting old war treasures on display.
Actually, let's have a look at her first. Pretty sleek, spiky design. Pretty feline design. And now let's do the comparison. There you are. Obviously the tortured soul, but 100 more armor and 50 more energy than base Valkyr. And looks cooler overall. Cernos Prime. Now there are so many different Cernoses.
We're on the verge of war.
You got the Proboscis Cernos, the Mule Cernos, the regular Cernos, the Raptor Cernos. Jesus Christ. So the base Cernos, it has, well, the base Cernos have no multi-shot whatsoever. It has, the base Cernos has 0.1 more less reload speed, 1% more crit chance, and 8. The Cernos Prime doesn't have status? Oh, but status per projectile 30%. Yeah, alright. It wipes it. 276 total damage compared to 109. Yeah. Alright, I apologize. Yep. It's been a while since I used the Cernos Prime. Now we go to the Proboscis Cernos. Proboscis Cernos, slower charge rate, no multi-shot, no punch through, more reload speed. Next to nothing on crit chance. 43% status though. Whereas Cernos Prime has the 30% status per projectile.
Look at you, looking so fine.
But the Proboscis Cernos with its damage projectile / radial attack, holy shit. It's almost double. And it's viral. But then damage projectile, all these reds, Jesus wet. The Raptor has quicker charge rate by half, 0.1 reloads quicker, stats, and it's still, Cernos Prime is still king, and the Muteless Cernos, pretty much the same. Ish. And now the Venka. Compared to the base Venka. Just a complete buff all across the board. Holy hell. Except for slam radius, blocking angle, combo duration, and follow through.
The kicker isn't that you kids brought down an empire. It's that half of you don't remember.
So that was week 7's week, and week 8 is Ember and Frost. Let's have a look at, go alphabetically, Ember. So Ember Prime. Oh, I think when I was changing her up, I did not add, actually, default, Ember Prime armor. There we go. We got to do it properly. And that is the Pyra Prime Syandana. We could actually compare Syndanas here as well now, can't we? Because we have the Pyro Prime.
That's in the past.
And I believe... Oh no, I do have the base Pyro as well. I do believe I do. Where the hell... There it is, right. So, which I think, just for the flame, looks cooler, to be honest. Plus the whole black look, which suits Ember's frame type. Whereas this, it's cool and all, but that looks better.
After that sentient scum nearly killed me, I swore
If this was not a blue flame and an actual flame like this one, that would have been nicer.
Not a kiss.
But now we shall have a look at base Ember. Where is base Ember? There is base Ember. Who has the weirdest mohawk on the planet. So Ember Prime has 25 more armor and 25 more shield, and that is it. Now the Sicarus. Ornamental firearm, and it pretty much, I mean, it's solid, but barely used. And the original Sicarus, which is 10,000 credits.
Rumors were true. The vault of history is open.
And it just, other than impact, the Sicarus Prime starches it on everything else. And Ziglaive Prime, one of the best melees out there. And one of the coolest looking designs.
After that
And also,
nearly killed me, I swore I'd never take anything for granted.
if you're a fan of the old school game Dark Sector,
Not a kiss.
you've got the Glaive Proto skin. Equip that, and then equip on Excalibur the Proto armor, and you've got your Dark Sector cosplay. But anyhow, let's go to the OG Glaive. There you are. And yeah, 10% more crit, 18% more status,
And scars. No need to put them all on display.
59 more total damage, heavy attack, beasted, thrown damage, even more beasted. Glaive Prime, get it if you haven't got it. And that covers that.
That sentient scum nearly killed me. I swore.
Now, I almost forgot. Frost. How can I forget Frost?
Not a wink.
Who needs a rework or an Umbra form? Please, Digital Extremes, holy shit. Hold on. There we go. Cleared my throat. Now, I forgot his base look was this dark. Holy shit. And this is the Misa Prime Syndana.
Keep it moving.
Pretty nice, if I do say so myself. Now, one thing I've never liked about Frost or any of his alternate skins, I will say though, are the lower parts of his legs. These are just too chunky. It just look. The only one that doesn't is the Frost Harker skin.
Take your sweetness where you can.
Everything else, even base Frost, I mean, it's just, Even the Hisame skin is just... It just doesn't look size-wise. But hey, that's just me being picky. Now let's compare him to regular Frost. And the only difference is 25%, 25 more shield. Yeah. Now the Latron Prime. Now there is a couple of variants. So you got Latron Wraith, which has a higher fire rate and 4 more crit chance, but way less status and 30 less total damage. Ah, I didn't know it had more crit, but still. And then the base Latron, which mastery rank fodder. Let's face it, people. And the Reaper Prime, which isn't really a bad design, to be honest.
Rumors were true. The vault of history is open.
Oh, there's nothing to compare it to. Where the hell? Do I already have a base Reaper? Did I not get rid of it? Or is it just something that is no longer in existence? No. Ether Reaper, we could compare it to that. And other than slam attack, it just nukes it everywhere else. Uh-huh. No base Reaper in sight. Okay. Now, for the Scyther Prime armor for the Operator. And where is good old faithful Plains of Eidolon? Oh yeah, we get to see the Lisette Prime skin now. But it is in Obsidian colour scheme. And I'm talking the original Obsidian Azura colour scheme that came with Excalibur. While this loads up, I shall have a swig of my beverage, because it was a long fucking day at work. There it is. Let's clear the depth of field. 3 light setup. Now I did put the mask on, and we're going to have a quick look. It's been a while since I used Captura, Jesus Christ. Now this is also in the Obsidian Azura colour scheme. And I would have put it back to default, but there is a problem. With Operator Appearance, you can't put his clothing back to default colours. Digital Extremes, that needs to be worked on. There needs to be more customization options for the Operator, just like there are for Warframes and weapons. Because once you leave its default presets, you cannot change them back. Well, you can't on PS4 anyway. But, yeah. Anyway, this is the Scyther Prime Operator armor set. Nice little pattern in there, if you can see it through the Obsidian Ephemera. And that pretty much covers everything that I missed during my 2 weeks off. And that covers the last week of Prime Resurgence. Remember, you got 7 days to get what you still want to get. And I'm going to go have dinner, and I shall see you all later.